What's good, guys? Welcome back to Black Star Podcast. This is your dog, Jared, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about this little issue that is known as toxic masculinity. Now, you see, I put the air quotes, but there's a lot more to it, just that. And the way that we are set up in the West, a lot of people don't understand what masculinity is. I'm still finding my masculinity, but here's what I believe masculinity is: being able to assert yourself and stand in, well, let's look up the definition of masculinity. Okay, so having qualities or appearance traditionally associated with men. So basically, being a male role model. So basically, having qualities appropriate or usually associated with a man. Okay. Example. Definition of masculinity is something male or related to a suitable man. That has nothing to do with it. Using just that's some bullshit. So basically, masculinity is addressing disrespect, encouraging men to express emotions freely. That's some bullshit. Encourage compassion and kindness towards themselves and others. Listen to experience and validate feelings. Check in with male friends and fuck it, I just fucked that all the way up. That is not what I meant. That's some bullshit. So, let's get into this one. Masculinity is, for me, is a person that is respectable, a person that's dependable, and a person that is driven. That's my definition of masculinity: a respectable person, somebody who's driven, and somebody that I can come to about issues and give me advice. So basically, one of those old men, the older guys with their head on their head, their shoulders right. A guy that don't take no shit, don't put up with shit, and a guy that commands, not demands, commands respect. So basically, when he walk in the room, you know what he mean business. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Problem is, a lot of people in society don't understand what true masculinity is. And the problem is, the westernized countries are being feminized. A lot of Western countries are feminized. So basically, you got girls acting like men, and you got men acting like girls. So the roles are reversed. Problem is, when you try to tell these guys what's really going on, and also these women what's going on really, they see it as disrespect, or they see it as your hater, or your misogynist, or toxic masculinity, or some trigger words like that. Problem is, they don't understand what true masculinity is. And the thing is, a lot of people fall on their ass when a guy comes along and tries to explain to them what's actually going on. And then when they find out the hard way, they're going to be like, why you didn't tell me so? So the problem is when you're trying to when you're being masculine, most people misconstrue that with toxic masculinity. I'm not saying go out here and fucking bash women, hate on women, all this shit. But a lot of people need a reality check. Because the reality that we both genders live in is completely different. Some men too. Some men kiss ass. Some men don't. That's what I mean by respect. Commanding respect. Thing is, we have a culture in Western countries, including America. We have cultures of where men are seen as enemies when it comes to holding others accountable. So these guys are seen as toxic or seen as the enemy of women, when in fact the guy's only simply trying to show a concern for the collective, but the collective is not willing to hear the concern of that man. So when the collective learns the hard way, the collective wants to blame instead of shutting up and listen. If you are out here working your ass off, out here building something for yourself, out here being the person that you need to be so that you can succeed in life, so that you can make it in life, you are doing what you're supposed to do as a man. You are being the person that you were meant to be. Problem is, a lot of people don't understand it, and a lot of people get in their feelings when shit doesn't go their way. So when shit don't go their way, they act irrational, crazy as hell, don't know what the fuck you're doing, and then want to put everything on you. I'm not like that. That ain't how that gonna roll. That ain't how that bat gonna swing. And seeing as how so many guys don't understand what it is to be a masculine figure, a masculine person, a lot of them don't understand that them being in their masculinity, them trusting themselves to be able to make decisions, them being able to work through their issues and work and build, that's masculinity. Not taking no shit, not bullshitting around with people, and being about your word. Thing is, a lot of us young guys don't get taught that. We don't get taught that our word is our bond. Our word means a lot more than you think. But the thing is, a lot of us just use our words and don't actually take action. So I started thinking, because I'm a good person. Now I started thinking about it. What if there was a place where all men can come, aka the manosphere, but I'm talking about like an actual so you know how they got like SEMA, they got like I guess c- um it's a meeting place where all men can come, a conference, not even a conference, but more like a just workshops for younger guys to learn good traits from good men. You know, being a builder, being somebody that's actually out there building something for themselves and not just waiting on everything to just be handed to them. That's just what I'm talking about. But like I said, a lot of us just want shit handed to us, and a lot of us are not willing to put in the work, put the time and effort into actually building something with ourselves. So we take everything that is quote unquote handed to us for granted. Problem is, a lot of us want to move up, and we want to move up in ranking at our companies and at our businesses, not business, but our place of employment, our employers want to move up in the company. But the thing is, a lot of us are not willing to take the time and take the effort and put in that work in order to build and move up. Some of us want to quote unquote say that we're down, but the thing is, we're not willing to leave that company to get a better chance. You have to be willing to do everything you can so that you can get a better opportunity, especially at a younger age. We have to prove a lot. We have to prove time and time again that we can handle certain shit. I don't even know what the fuck generation I am. I think I'm a Gen Z, but I don't fucking know. I don't get caught up in that whole gender war, not gender war, that whole generational war and all that shit. But I do see that a lot of us Gen Zers, or either I'm a Gen Z or fucking the last of the millennials. I don't fucking know. But a lot of us are just want everything to be handed to us. A lot of us cry about every little thing. But the thing is, a lot of us aren't willing to put in the work to actually go out here and do something. That's not even talking me. That's in general. A lot of us have to understand that things have to be worked hard for. You're not gonna just be handed things in life. I don't care if you stay with your mama. I don't care if you're still in high school. You have to work for things. Things are not gonna just be handed to you off the bat. Especially as a man, especially as a black man too. If I have black men listening to me right now, shit is not gonna just be handed to you guys. Sorry to tell you, you ain't gonna get no reparations. You ain't gonna get none of that shit. Let's face the music. We're not going to get reparations. We're owed it, but the thing is, a lot of us aren't willing to actually put in the work to actually go out there and do something with our lives. We're waiting on shit to just be handed to us, wasting life. Life is too precious to just be holding out for some hope, holding out for some bullshit. Instead of holding out for hope, get your ass out there and actually go out there and work. Work your ass off so that you can build your own fucking hope instead of hoping for this country to give you something. I'm sorry to tell you, it ain't gonna happen like you think it is. It ain't. But a lot of us just waiting out on the simple fact of, oh, I'm hoping I'm gonna get this, I'm hoping I'm gonna get that. It's not gonna happen, bro. As much as I want it to happen, it ain't gonna happen. America doesn't see you as a human. It don't. But you, as a human being that is alive, you have one of the most important and influential opportunities. You're on this planet. You're on Earth. You're not dead. You're here on Earth listening to this. You were birthed. As soon as you come out the womb, you have a purpose. Problem is, you have to find your person. And that's part of finding your masculinity. I'm talking like I'm a fucking 50-year-old. I'm only 23. Imagine what I'm gonna sound like at 50. Fuck. But guys, we have to be willing to do a lot of things with our lives. Stop checking for shit to just to fall into your hands, because it's not gonna happen. Shit ain't about to just fall into your hands. Life is too short. You could be here 1 minute and then you can leave the next minute. The problem is, what are you willing to do to get your shot? What are you willing to sacrifice to get to your shot? Are you gonna just work that one job, or you gonna work two, or are you gonna work two? Are you gonna work three? Are you gonna put the time and effort into trying to learn about cryptocurrency? Are you gonna try to put in the time to learn how to program? Are you gonna put in time to learn how to write, do YouTube, figure things out so that you can have a nest egg wealth? Or are you gonna just are you gonna just let somebody just hand it to you? I don't know. I don't understand why. I don't understand why in the black community, us, us in the black community in particular, I don't understand why many of us just feel like we're owed all of this, which we are. But the thing is, you're owed it. But the thing is, this country has shown you time and time again, presidents that we voted in, fucking politicians that we voted in, all of them promise us all this stuff just to get a vote, especially the Democratic Party. A lot of us vote them in, and then when they get in, they never do what they say they're going to do for the black community. So my question is this: when the black community is running out there to vote for all these Democratic politicians, why are we just handing our vote over to the Democratic politician? We have to make them work for what we want. Black men, I'm going to tell you something. We've been so feminized that we've lost the meaning, we've lost the true value of our masculinity. We've lost the true nature of our masculinity. And I'm not talking about this hyper masculinity of being a thug, going out here shooting motherfuckers and shit. That's not true masculinity. Carrying yourself in a professional manner. Carrying yourself and building yourself up to a point where you are commanding respect. A lot of us don't understand what it means to be masculine. I'm not talking about being thugged out, tatted up, fucking out here running the streets, doing crazy shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about actually going out here and developing our community. Hell, at this point, develop the community. I'm leaning on the verge of saying fuck the community at this point. But in general, a lot of us don't understand what to do. A man's masculinity is not supposed to be toxic. A man's masculinity is supposed to be inspirational. I'm gonna bring up a good example. Although there's a lot of hate around his name, but it was a good example. A lot of people came to Kevin Samuels' channel because he is what black men needed to see as a masculine figure. He was a masculine figure. Assertive, dominant, driven. What did he say about confident, intelligent, and assertive? CIA. His definition. His word. Confident, intelligent, and assertive. Confident in his being. Intelligent in his craft. And assertive in his knowledge. That is what a lot of black men saw in Kevin Samuels. I'm not talking about the relationships, the relationship advice, because some of that is true, but a lot of it was hearsay, they say. But a lot of what Kevin said, especially about black men back in the day, when he was doing content for black men, it was all true. A lot of us don't understand what it means to be masculine. A lot of us do not understand what it means to be driven, to be built, to be a builder. A lot of us don't understand it. And the thing is, he gave a lot of black men hope. He gave a great example of what a black man that is accomplished is supposed to be. Because we don't see it in our community too often. Most of the time we see thug nick. I don't want to say that word, but a lot of us, we only see thug niggas running around the community shooting shit up, and we think that's masculinity. Or we see rappers out here rapping and shit, fucking all these different girls and stuff, and we think that's masculinity. But no, we had a man that came from the elite to teach us. Some of you may not think that he was rich, but let me give you a scenario. Say when he had his apartment in his name, and somebody found out that he lived at that apartment, he would be getting fucking shook, and he would be getting fucking fucked up left and right, because there's so many people that have a disdain for a man coming in and being assertive and telling that shit raw. You may not have liked what he had to say, but you can't deny that he gave black men an example of what it means to be accomplished, what it means to be assertive, what it means to be confident and intelligent. He gave black men that example. But the thing is, a lot of us have to find that and find a way to build something so that we aren't looked at as sad and seen as garbage. We have to. But anyways, guys, it's gonna be it for this podcast episode. And guys, please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please, by all means, support the channel and support the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And I'm hearing a V8. Golly, that bitch sound good. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys on the flip side, guys. And please, I will be doing a Patreon soon, and I will start selling more exclusive shit on my Patreon for like more exclusive content and more exclusive conversations about things that actually have to happen and what we need to do. Because there's a lot of us that don't understand what we have to do in the community. And a lot of us are just out here willy-nilly and dealing and all that bullshit. But anyways, guys, thank you for supporting the podcast. And thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I seen I jumped up to 20. I'm surprised. But anyways, guys, please, like I said, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please, let's get me up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I will throw a 1,000 subscriber show. But anyways, guys, come back, like, share, subscribe, and support the channel. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the flip side.